Hi guys, it's Sam here with Bargain.hunting.blonde, and today I am bringing to you my entire Louis Vuitton Damier Azure collection. So I have had a couple people ask me to do this video, and I finally gathered everything together as I've been cataloging my luxury goods and figured let's do this video. I don't actually have as much Damier Azure as I thought, but then I went on Louis Vuitton's website and I was like scrolling like, oh, well, what would I add? And realized Louis Vuitton does not make a lot of Damier Azure pieces. That's just not something they do, which makes me really sad. So I actually think I have minus one piece, everything that I would purchase in Damier Azure. I will put up on the screen somewhere, they just released their new summer 2021 Damier Azure pieces, and I was super excited for Louis Vuitton to come out with more Damier Azure, and they're literally the same pieces with a strap added to it. So yeah, I was hoping they'd be new, and instead they have just literally added, it's a beautiful braided strap, but a beautiful braided strap to other styles, including, as you guys can see, the Neverfull. I didn't know the Neverfull needed a shoulder or crossbody strap because it's a tote, but it is there. Nevertheless, we'll have to see how it actually looks when it comes out. But let's start with my, not my oldest Damier Azure piece, but my first ever bought in-store Louis Vuitton piece, and it is in this beautiful brown box. I don't know if you guys remember this, but this is the old Louis Vuitton packaging, and I did buy this in 2016 when I was in the south of France with some of my girlfriends. We went on a trip after I took the California bar, which was really nice. Since that was my first time in Europe, and then I basically lived in Europe for 2 years later on, so that was kind of crazy. But it is my Damier Azure Clemence wallet, which is very similar to the traditional zippy wallet, but it is not as tall, so it does have a lower profile and it does fit in a lot more bags. This is the one with the rose ballerine interior. I do love that Louis Vuitton has a tendency to pair the Damier Azure with the rose ballerine. I love rose ballerine, so I really do like this wallet, and love that they do this with the Damier Azure. The one thing I don't love about this wallet, and I'll show you guys right now, is this little Louis Vuitton zipper will have a tendency to get stuck sideways and then creates a weird bulge in the wallet. So when I'm storing it, I always try to be really careful that I don't allow that to happen. But first ever bought in store Louis Vuitton piece. Love it. I just held up so well. I know people are really afraid of Damier Azure, especially for small leather goods, but this went in straight up in a backpack, so it's held up really well. Number two, and I'm just kind of going through my SLGs first, is in this cute little box. So I do like to keep my little SLGs in their box with their little ribbons on them if I can, because I think this is so cute, and then I just slide the ribbon to the side just because I love the packaging. But this, as you guys can probably tell from the size of the box, is my very cute, has not been used yet, Damier Azure clay. I did pick this up in Zurich, so it was much more reasonable. These have gone up in price a lot since I bought this, but in Swiss francs, this was 165 Swiss francs, and at the time, the Swiss franc and the dollar were about 1-to-1, so this was 165 USD from the store, which is amazing. I think this piece is now $220 in the US. It might be even more than that. I know this was one of the pieces that did go up in the price increase. And because this is from Europe, this is actually a, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this, a made in France piece. You can kind of see it a little bit right there, which I find is a lot more common when you are buying in Europe than when you are buying in the States. I'm not one of those people who's really into made in France versus made somewhere else, but I know that does matter to a lot of people, and you are spending a lot of money, so I do understand getting what you want. Next, and you guys will have just recently seen this, I've kind of ended up doing a Damier Azure week. I did do a quick reveal of this piece, which is in this box. Oops. And apparently I want to drop the box. But like I said, you guys will have just seen this. It is a newest edition, and I did pick it up online, and that is my mini pochette in Damier Azure. I'm very excited to use this. I think the mini pochette is overhyped personally, but I do still think it's a very good piece. I did end up, if you guys have seen this video, paying for this after the price increase, because then all of a sudden the stock was just everywhere. but that is okay because I will have it before the inevitable next price increase, which we all know always happens. As you guys all have seen with this piece and with the clay, they do just have the white interior instead of the rose ballerine, which I'm totally okay with, but I do love, like I said, the rose ballerine. I was, and I said this in the other video, very surprised that this was a made in France. Let's see if this will focus. It does not want to. Made in France piece, even though I did order it from the Louis Vuitton US website. So a little surprise there. Again, not a big deal to me. I just know a lot of people do think there is a quality difference. The only pieces I've ever had a problem with are actually made in France pieces. So something to consider. Next up, we are going to go into my oldest purchased Damier Azure bag, but I don't actually think it's my oldest because I think I have one that I bought vintage that is older, but you guys will see in a second. And that is my beautiful Speedy 30. This is a true Speedy. It is not a bandolier. It is still a beautiful white. It does have a little bit of the yellowing, which I know is a problem a lot of people find with Damier Azure canvas, but this bag is definitely of the older vintage, and it is still in a really great color. You can see the handles have definitely patinaed, but I love this bag. Lock, everything. This is a made in USA piece. I have had this bag for a long time, and before I bought it, I did buy it pre-loved. So you can see, I'm going to try to find a corner that actually has like wear to it. You can see a little bit of wear on the corner on the canvas right there. That will happen with obviously the Damier prints, both the Azor and the Ebene. It will also happen with the monogram if you do have any of the monogramming near the corner, which normally you do. Not a big deal to me. That's just because this bag has no feet. So it is going to wear, and that is just going to happen. But oldest handbag in the Damier Azure. After that, I then actually picked up another vintage piece, which I don't think you guys have ever seen on my channel. I'm actually not sure if you've ever seen that Speedy 30 and Damier Azure, but it is my very loved vintage Damier Azure Noe. I love Noes. This is the GM style. It is very puffy right now because I do have it stuffed, but this piece is just beautiful. If you have ever seen the Damier Azure with the really light colored vachetta in this bag when it's brand new, it is stunning. It will tan very quickly, and I will say that I know a lot of people don't love the Noe because it does have this full vachetta bottom, which I think, do I have? No. I just kind of have some dirt, which I need to clean. There's a little bit of water staining, not nearly as bad though. You will see a lot of these have like full-on water stains because the vachetta bottom is just very susceptible to water, but I love this. It is the same as my, I need to stuff it a little more in the back, but it is the same as my Noe GM in the monogram, just the different pattern. I love this bag. I know that finding either this or the Noe BB and the Damier Azure is really difficult online for some reason, and can be difficult in stores. They really just don't produce a lot of Damier Azure pieces in general, and then in the pieces they do make, they also don't produce a lot of them. So I think that's a little bit of a bummer, and I think it's because people are afraid of the color, but I love the white and the blue. And depending on, you know, what colors you're wearing and the picture you take, it also can look white and gray. So definitely my favorite. And as you guys know, I have made a video before about my Damier Azure pieces and why I love Damier Azure. So 5 reasons why I love Damier Azure, and I will make sure to link that up above and down below. I go all over why I love it, but it is my favorite print from Louis Vuitton. Next, we have something that is my only high-end luxury present. It's very big. It is not going to fit well into this photo. It is my Neverfull Gm. This was a present from my, at the time, fiance, now husband, for Christmas. This is the only luxury piece he has ever purchased. He does not own any luxury for himself. He is not a luxury person. The only reason he will come into a store, especially if we're in Europe, is because they have air conditioning and they give you drinks. So he loves his fizzy water, and they'll always give you sparkling water, especially if you're in Europe. This does have the pink interior. I do have an organizer for this bag just because I love the pink interior and don't want it to get stained, from Zumani. And then you can see in there the clutch that comes with it, which I absolutely love and think is a great addition to the Neverfull. I was on, like I said, the Louis Vuitton website looking at Damier Azure pieces last night, and I was shocked to see how much the Neverfull has gone up to. I would still buy it, obviously, and if I had to replace one, I would. remember when this was definitely more in the low thousands, and now it's like, I think the GM is like 1,650, maybe even a little more. So that was surprising to me. And lastly, but not least, is a bag that I used a lot with my like wedding stuff because it's very cute to me and very wedding-esque. And that is the Louis Vuitton Croissant bag. And again, in the Damier Azure, as you guys will see, I do still have the sticker on the hardware and I know I need to take it off. I just don't want to. I think this bag is so cute, and I happen to really luck out because I really loved the placement of where the Louis Vuitton is on this bag. It is here, and then on the back, here and here, which I just loved because I know sometimes you can, oh, and the side placement's great. It's like right there on both sides. Sometimes you can buy a Damier Azure or Damier Ben piece and not see a lot of the Louis Vuitton Paris just based on the cut and how the bag was assembled, and that just happens. But this one had a really great cut. I did buy this also in Zurich. I miss Zurich, guys, so much. And even the little weird apartment that I had and everything. But this piece I just think is really cute. It is not as popular for Louis Vuitton. I do also know it comes in the Eben. I do not like it in the Eben because I don't love the treated leather that comes with the Eben versus the Vachetta. The one thing I think that could make this bag a little better would be, it'd be great if it had a back pocket, but it does not. It'd be so easy to put a back pocket right there, but no back pocket on this model. As you guys have seen with all the bags basically I showed you, I own in Damier Azure every bag that they are coming back with and that they are redoing for summer 2021, just minus the braided strap. Like I said, I do not have the Neo Noe in Damier Azure, but that's because when it came out, excuse me, I did not like it. I'm not sure if the braided strap with the top handle will make a difference. That's the only one I would consider. As for adding pieces to this collection, I would love to add the pochette accessories, even with the price increase. That is on my wish list for sure. As for the other pieces, there was nothing really when I looked online that I was interested in. I would have loved if they had made the Petite Chapeau Souple, or Petite, excuse me, Petite Chapeau Souple, the bigger size, the MM size in the Damier Azure, but instead they only did the PM size in the Damier Azure, and that size is really small, and I have heard that you can get your phone in it, but that it's very much a tight squeeze, and then like kind of nothing fits, so I just don't think that bag's for me. It's also very expensive for how small it is. Louis Vuitton canvas is really trending up in prices. I don't know if there's any vintage pieces that I would add. I haven't seen any in the Damier Azure that, you know, called to me, but I love Damier Azure. I will always be interested in the limited edition collections that come in it. I'll always be interested in, you know, checking out those pieces. I don't think you should be scared of Damier Azure. It is canvas, and canvas is very hard wearing. I actually get being more scared of the Vachetta than being scared of the Damier Azure white canvas. So thank you guys so much for tuning in today to my video. If you like these sort of collection videos, handbag reviews, handbag reveals, please make sure to hit the subscribe button down below and the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video, which is twice a week on Mondays and Thursdays. If you want to see how I style my bags like this little baby, please make sure to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and my blog, all of which are linked down below. Thank you so much for tuning in today, guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.